Okay, let's go see what's going on in the garden today. There's Zena, the Catahoula. She loves to help garden. She's a little tired from the morning run. And there's a lot going on in here now. So the strawberries we transplanted, here they are. And you can see we got one more strawberry part. And we're going to transplant these and a few more that are on the ground into that pot. I'll show you those others as we get along. Tomatillas are growing really well. They're about twice the size they were when we planted them. And I don't know if you can see, they've got a couple flowers on them, which is exciting. The potatoes, look at this. These are really ready to be buried. Again, we bury them once they grow 4 to 6 inches. And onions and leeks are doing well. The sweet potatoes, we planted these just last weekend. And they're coming along all right. Again, we planted these from little starts that we grew in the house. And here we've got our garlic and shallots. And then remember the lettuce bed? Well, it's back. It grows really quickly. The spinach is almost done. So if you can see, it hasn't grown as much since we harvested last time. We do harvest it every weekend, but it's slowing down and getting leggy. The butter lettuce is a little bit sunburnt from when we had it opened up. We have radishes here that we've been harvesting. Look at the yummy radish. And then the romaine, we're gonna probably harvest heads pretty soon. We're gonna try tying a couple of heads up. That's what gives you that really tight head of romaine. We're gonna see how that works. Right here in front of this are a few volunteer strawberries that are gonna get transplanted today. In this bed, our kale is growing up. Look at that one's ready to harvest. Kale's doing quite well. It's a little leggy, which tells me we need to uncover this bed. The chard is beautiful. Let's come around the other side and we will look at the arugula. And look at that. Time to harvest that. A couple of them are bolting though. See that? This is a bolt. That's not good. It's when it gets hot and that makes it bitter. So we might need to plant some more arugula. Over here we have sugar cube cantaloupe, which we just planted last weekend, and look at that, it's already come up. That's very exciting. And on this one we've got some Mombo watermelon. Only one of those has come up so far, but I'm sure more will be popped up by tomorrow. Root veggies are doing really well. Those got thinned last week, and so they're growing much more quickly. Here's the dirt we've amended, getting ready to top off all of our potato bags. And then look at how big the peppers are. We got all of our peppers in the ground. I think we have 38 pepper plants now. I don't know, we have a lot. We're a little crazy about our peppers. And then the fava beans are starting to produce. We have, I don't know if you can see them. Let's come around the other side. You'll see some big ones here. Almost ready to harvest. Look at this. Right here. Pretty nice. There's a lot of them in there. See some more? Those are going to be really good. We'll be eating fava beans this week. They're growing like crazy. A lot of tomatoes on the vine. I think about half of our plants have set fruit. Oh, we have some chilies set as well, but these are a lot bigger, as you can see. They're probably at least twice as big as when we planted them. And we also have some blackberries set, and we'll probably be eating blackberries in another week. A lot more blooms. Once these start, they go on for a long time. There's some babies right in there. And then the sugar snap peas are starting to flower, which means we will get some fruit or peas in the near future. These eggplants are struggling a little bit. I don't know if you see the white dust. That is diatomaceous earth. They got attacked by something we saw last time. I think was maybe flea beetles. It's hard to say. And not clear who's going to win this war this time. So this one's in really bad shape. But it's coming along. There's a little bit of new growth in there. It's trying. And then back here, this bed that was such a mess last time you saw it, now has been planted with zucchini and marrow and patty pan squash and bush beans. And this we did 7 days ago. And check it out. Lots of zucchini popping up here. And there's some bush beans popping up. They don't look like much yet. And then we even have marrow and patty pan. Everything's popped within just 7 days. That's pretty exciting. So next week, this garden bed's gonna look a lot different. And that's what's happening in the garden this week. So today we're gonna talk about our potatoes. So if you remember, we planted potato starts a while back. And actually what they are is you buy seed potatoes and you cut them into pieces a couple inches big, and each piece needs to have at least one, preferably 2 eyes. And then you bury those towards the bottom of whatever soil you're using. And we're using these cloth grow bags. And then they start to grow, and look at how well they're doing. When they're 4 to 6 inches tall, which is about right here, this one's a little big, then you need to bury them. And you can see, actually it looks like snow on there. It's not really snow. We have locust trees all around, which produce these really sweet smelling blooms, and then they drop all their flowers. And if you kind of look around, you can see a lot of white on the ground and in our beds, and it's just locust flowers that we get to clean up. So we're gonna bury these. Every layer, every 4 to 6 inches, you put another layer of soil. And the idea is that then they'll spread out another layer of roots, which will be another layer of potatoes. And when you watch the videos online, they dump these out and they're full of potatoes. We've not had that luck yet, but we're hopeful this year. So potatoes like loose soil. So if you look here, this stuff is beautiful. We, mostly Jim today, have just amended this. So there's some sandy topsoil, there's nice compost mixed in, and a good soil test is when you squeeze it, it should be a bit of a lump and then just break right apart. So that's perfect. Not too clayey, not too sandy. So we're just gonna come in and bury these. And it seems a little harsh, but they will reappear shortly. I try to keep them standing upright so I don't, knock them down while I'm doing this. But it works really well. Thank you. And as you saw, we have to raise the irrigation each level, so the whole bag gets watered. Some nice earthworms in this soil, which is wonderful. So, like I said, we'll do another episode on soil. Around here, everything is decomposed granite. We're right on the creek, so we've got some nice soil by the creek. But much of what is here is decomposed granite and large rocks. We dig up a lot of rocks when we make beds and plant trees and things. And so we spend a lot of time amending the soil. The soil is really key to the good garden. And we have lots to talk about on that in another clip. So we're almost done here. Some of these are going to be completely buried. Some of them will still be sticking up a fair bit. Some people grow potatoes in straw. We haven't had as much luck with that. We've done better with dirt. But we're excited. I think this is going to be the year we're going to get a good potato crop. All right, so there you go. That's what it looks like. 1 bag down, 4 more to go.